What is going on? What's happening? LinkedIn family, Instagram fam, YouTube family. Woo, 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 woo. Here we are in the August 7th edition of Systems Lab Live. And I have a question for you, especially for all of my project managers. Let me tell you something. Is sometimes in your day-to-day, do some of your tasks take a long time? Are you having to repeat yourself over and over and over? What is that song? Over and over and over and over and over. No, I don't know. I forgot what that song's called. But are you having to just repeat yourself over and over again? You know, in these days and times, folks, this whole world of AI and its AI-ness, it is pushing us as project leaders to work smarter. Okay? And it's trying to tell us something, that AI can help us do work better, more efficiently. And I'm excited to start off this brand new series. Where we are exploring technology tools that are really going to help propel our work to the next level. And so this is not your average, live stream where it's like, I'm going to tell you all about AI. I'm going to tell you that right now as I adjust my little light in a little bit. Okay, let me get a little bit more light. This is not going to be something where I'm just going to teach you AI. What is AI? There are so many podcasts, so many articles, so many YouTubes out there all on this. But I want to come from the perspective of a project manager. Okay, that's what I do day in and day out. Manage the people, manage the tasks, manage the processes, manage the projects, and everything in between. And so what I want to do is I want to go from the perspective of a project manager and say, hey, how is it that me, you, and I can start utilizing AI so that we can work smarter and not harder? So I love it because what we're going to do is we're going to go through a PM, well, not a PM tool, a work management or technology tool that is really going to help to expand our mind about what's possible. I'm going to work on maybe getting a guest or two, a couple of really cool productivity, work management experts and PM experts in some of these areas. And so I'm super excited about thinking through that. And we're going to start today on Loom. If you're on Instagram, you will realize that we're not on the same StreamYard type of platform. I was having some login issues, and the Instagram peeps aren't letting me log in via desktop and to set me up via StreamYard and all the good stuff. But have no fear, my Instagram fam. Go to YouTube right afterwards and just watch it. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be on approximately maybe 40 minutes or so. But I am going to present to you. Let's share my screen. Share my screen. Chrome tab. Here we go. AI for PMs. Gotta love Tima. What up? Let's wave to you. Last time I was on Instagram only was hold on 1 second. Was last Friday. And let's go back here. Okay, perfect. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay, here we are. Yay. Welcome. Good to see you. As always, what we do in the chat, please tell me where you're from and what you're working on this week or even this month. What you're working on. I always want to know that. I think there's so much fun in knowing what folks are working on. People are doing all sorts of great stuff. Get rid of this overlay, and we're going to kick things off. What we're going to do today, we're going to do two things. We're going to have a quick overview. What is Loom? Because quiet as it's kept, quiet as it's kept. People don't know what Loom is. People, meaning other PMs and other productivity and folks that work in the operation space, and many of these other apps that I'll be introducing, many people do not know. They don't know. They do not know what Loom is. They don't know what ClickUp is. They don't know what Miro is. They don't know what these tools are. If you know what Loom is, put in the chat, one, that you know what Loom is, and number two, how do you use it? Because we're going to go through 3 case studies. One on how to make an announcement. Two, we're going to look at how to make a tutorial, and 3, we're going to look at knowledge management. So what we're doing here today is, again, it's not a AI 101 type of live stream situation. We're looking at how AI is utilized in this platform and how project managers can use it. That's what we're doing. So we've heard of Loom. We got one person that's heard of Loom, and they've made several product updates within the past 18 months. They've made several updates. So here's what we want to do is we want to do a couple things. A PM gave me a resume review by video. I do the same thing. I do the same exact thing. Oh, I love that. That makes me very, very excited. So what is Loom? Let's do a quick crash course. I don't know what I was about to say. I love it. What is Loom? Let's talk about it. Let's give a little crash course, shall we? So this is a free async video. This is what Loom is. It is a free async video messaging tool where you can create, edit, and share information. Create, edit, and share information. And I just want to can I click this? Okay, here we go. Okay, I just want to make sure it said Loom 101. I thought it was saying something different. Okay, cool. So let me click out of this. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So it is a free async video messaging tool. Let's put this back up so that you guys can see it. So what does that mean exactly? You're going to see a couple of use cases in a minute. I love it because Loom comes with a desktop app and a Chrome extension. So it works very well on Google Chrome, which you can use with a press of a button. You will get a prompt to say, do you want to record on your desktop? Do you want to record a tab? And then you can begin to explore what you want to record. You can do many different types of things with Loom, and we're going to get into that right now. What can you create with Loom? Okay. What can you create with Loom? So what you can create with Loom is a couple things. Let me refresh this a bit, shall we? Let's refresh. I want to make sure you all can kind of see. Okay. Okay, perfect. You can do a few things, which is make announcements, create training videos, create SOPs. You can do design review and feedback. I just shared a common love that Gotta Love Team on Instagram we just talked about, which is the ability to be able to provide and receive reviews on a resume using Loom. I think that's such an effective way to communicate. A huge thing with Loom, one of their bread and butters in terms of their brand, is all about how to not be a part of all these meeting culture. Like, you're part of 50 million meetings all the time. If you are in corporate, if you work, if you have a career job, you already know that there are meetings that need to just die. Okay, meetings that just need to end, or there's too many meetings, or you're in your seat from 8 a.m. to like 6:30 to 7 p.m. It's just back to back to back to back. And a really huge question of these past 4 years has been, since the pandemic, is how do we cut back? How do we cut back on meetings and meeting culture? And why am I in this meeting? And there's so many back-to-backs. How do we do this? So Loom and other Loom-like async screen recording platforms, this is what they attempt to do, which is they help people be able to give feedback on deliverables. They create training videos, create SOPs. They make company announcements. So this helps really you and your team and your company on a small scale, but also on a company-wide basis. Just save time, get the important stuff out of the way. It just cuts back on the back and forth. So that's what we're talking about with Loom, y'all. Loom for project managers, specifically speaking, we're going to be looking at the AI features. So I love this. We're going to be looking at the first use case. We're going to look at a training tutorial. And so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at how do we streamline onboarding and training with a detailed walkthrough enhanced by AI generated transcripts and highlights. How exciting is that? Because I know that when there's onboarding that's happening, especially with new team members, it takes a long time. I mean, we're not even talking about the paperwork stuff because that's like HR, but to get somebody up to speed on the way in which you do stuff, it can just be a lot. And work is still going on. So I love this use case of being able as a project manager to say, hey, I want to just help the process along, because there's some things that are great for video, and then there's some things that are really good to do a one-on-one, especially after a video has been recorded. Okay, so keep that in mind, PMs, as you are onboarding team members. If you are maybe reorienting or refamiliarizing processes and maybe making updates and things to different apps and other types of processes within your team, Loom is a great way to get people up to speed. And then when you have your team meeting, staff meeting, whatever it is, people can give feedback. And folks aren't always like, oh, can we just do the training again? Or blah, 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 blah. You have it, it's recorded, right? So that's something that we're going to look at right now. Okay, so let me go in, pull this up. I'm going to switch a tab. Okay, is this must be it. I'm just going to refresh this screen right here. Okay, perfect. We're going to share this tab instead. You guys should be able to see this. Let me put me down at the bottom right quick. And again, Instagram fam, you guys are not able to see the visuals, but I'm going to walk you through what I'm doing. So the first use case is a situation where we have a new team member. They have just joined my team, and I want to show them this individual, this new team member, Randy. Come on, Randy. Welcome, Randy. Let's welcome Randy. Okay, everybody say welcome, Randy. So Randy is a part of the team, and I want Randy to feel free to add agenda items as he sees fit, as he is working his way through the project. Maybe he has questions, things that he's working on. I want to make sure that he feels empowered to take the reins and add an agenda item. So what we're doing is I recorded a short tutorial using Coda. We're definitely going to be doing Coda and AI in some of the future live streams. But this is excellent, because what we're going to be doing now is we're going to see how can AI help me make this particular tutorial less burdensome. Like, I'm thinking to myself, man, like maybe I need a title. Maybe I need to, get rid of my ums. Perhaps I need to, get some call to actions. Let's see what AI can do to help me. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple things. I want to filter the background noise. And it looks like right here, if you scroll down right here, there's a video summary that's already is auto generated. What's great about this is that I don't have to sit there and think from scratch. Okay, what do I want to say with this video? So Instagram fam, what we're doing here is we're setting up the scenario where when you're doing a project tutorial and you're walking a new PM through a set of training videos, what Loom can do is Loom can auto generate a summary of the video and chapters. And so what you can do is that you can go in and make edits as needed. How cool is that? So you don't have to think about, well, what is this video about? And like, and the chapter summaries are great because then you can actually go in and write with whatever it is that you need, or you can remove the chapters, you can write your own, you can just do your thing. Now, what's cool here is that you can go and edit the transcript. Look at this, try it out. We're going to try this out. We're going to click on it. Oh. And so now it's going to tell me, let's discuss next time. So now we can edit. We're going to take a little tour. We can trim the video. So we can trim if we want to delete words. And we can use a timeline editor to do that. So what I'm going to do is remove the silences. And I'm going to remove the filler words. Look at that. Y'all, this is so good. This is so good. Questions or comments that people may have so far about utilizing these features. Now, one thing I do want to know too as well is that you do have to pay. Okay. I want to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. When we go through these tools, we're going to be talking about the ease of use, the scalability, and the integrations with that. And it's going to be really, really good because we want to be able, and the cost, because we want to be able to see that this is going to be worth it. Now, it is $5 per creator for Loom. Now, let me go ahead. Let me go to incognito for a minute because I want to look at the pricing of this. I want to look at the pricing for this. Let's jet over here. I'm gonna share this tab with y'all so you guys can know. Okay, let me make sure you guys can. You guys can see me. Cool. So if you want to sign up for Loom, you can go for free. Just go in, y'all. Go in. You can up to 25 videos per person, up to 5 minutes. And sometimes that's enough, to be honest. Screen recording, unlimited transcripts, video transcripts and captions in 50 languages, video privacy, viewer insights, teamwork space, comments, and emojis. So that's at the basic. Business, $12.50 per creator annually. Unlimited videos, unlimited recording lanes. So that goes from 5 minutes to 500 minutes. The ability to add Loom AI. See, y'all need to see what they talking about, what they really mean by this aspect of, y'all, I have a little, true confessions, I have a little keyboard issue. Okay, here we go. Ability to add Loom AI. It's not included in the pricing. You've got 5 people on your team. We got a calculator situation. Let me, because I'm gonna keep it real for y'all. Math was not my strongest suit. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it all the way at 100. So if we go with $12.50 times 5 people, that's $62.50. Okay? Now, we're not even going to go enterprise, y'all, because they say let's talk because it's going to cost you money. So you get all this stuff with it. You can embed links in the video, import and download, password protect, all this good stuff. Loom AI, okay? Add to your plan $4 a month. You can do a message composer, auto CTA, auto titles, auto summary, auto chapters, filler removal, filler word removal. Okay, so you have $62.50, y'all. We're gonna do a little math. We're gonna math and we'll see where we are. $62.50. Everybody hold that up. $62.50. Maybe you just need like a couple people. So 4 plus 4, maybe 2 people is 8. $62.50 plus 8 is $70.50. And that is, oh, this is annually. Okay. So that would be per year. Now, I don't know if you have, I don't know if it's like a dev team or, everyone's going to have to, you know, we're all going to have to get an understanding of what actually we need and who and what actually needs access to AI. I want to put this in perspective as you look at your current tech stack. Some of you might have Microsoft for my corporate peeps. And you have, it's a Copilot. It's called Microsoft Copilot. And some of you all might have Miro. Some of you might have, what's another one? Whimsical. Some of you might have these other tools. So therefore, from a company perspective, from a team perspective, you want to think through, how much is all this AI and this going to cost me? So I want you all to think through that. Cost, value. Let's talk about, can this app grow with you? Think about that too. As you grow your team, I'm thinking through for the entrepreneurs out there, but also too from a corporate perspective. If you were like, you're growing your team, you're like, how many people need this AI? You want to think about that from that operations perspective and what you need. So think through that, because every single tool out there that's a work management PM tool that's going to help you to do your work, everybody either is adding AI as something you got to pay for, or in some cases they'll add credits, but then all your credits are going to go. Like for Coda, all my credits are gone. We'll talk about that later. All right, so let's get back to the PM tutorial. So now that we have this, look at this. We're going to click done. And look at that. It's saved. You can record it. Loom writes it. Okay, hold on. Write a document, create a bug report, and write a message. Now, this is really cool because if you are working in the product management space and you have bugs and fixes and things, you can use a lot with this. I like what they're doing with this. You can write an SOP. You can write a step-by-step. You can write a PR description, a product. Is it PR product review? QA steps, code docs. You can create an issue if there's an issue. You can link to Jira. You can write a message with email. Look at that. Copy the text and then send it on. My friends, isn't this wonderful? It says your browser has lost connection to share your screen audio. Okay, hold on. Let me see if y'all can y'all hear me? Let me okay. I think we're okay. Let me see if we're okay. Let me go to the YouTubes. We got 2 more tutorials, y'all, and then we'll be out of here. Okay. We good. I love it. Okay. So we're good to go, people. I love it. Okay. So this is neat. This is super, super neat. So if you wanted to do step by step, you could copy this. You could put this in a Google Doc. You can put this in wherever it is that you create your SOPs, and you can rock it. This is wonderful. So now that we've done the training tutorial, what's the next thing that we're about to do? Let's see. The next one we're about to do. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at making announcements. This is a fun one, y'all, because you don't have to create any team meetings at all. No team meetings for this, y'all. You can sit here, and if there is a particular announcement you want to make, maybe there's a company-wide announcement, you can utilize Loom for this. You can utilize Loom. Now, this is very interesting. Let me refresh this right quick. Let's refresh this. This was getting all... Okay, great. I think... Okay, perfect. It's a little... I think it's a little buggy tonight, but we're pushing through, people. We're pushing through. Okay, let me tell you a little story time, y'all. A little story time. I used to work for a marketing firm. It was called Chief, and this was back in 20... This was like a 2015 to 2016 era. Hi, Zemeka. How are you? So I used to work for marketing. I don't have a marketing background, but I had a friend of mine that was in grad school, and she was like, hey, we need really, really good people that have a good, analyst mind, business mind, policy mind, and we need someone to come in and really, and help us. So I was like, bet, let me go on the interview, do what I do. Just a fun note to note is that in my earlier stage careers, I was just getting no's after no. So I was like an interview pro. So whenever I was hired early in my career, I was very surprised. I'd be like, what? I got the job? Okay. But just to let you know, so I interviewed well, got the position, and I decided, let me make it do what it do and learn about this world of digital marketing, UX, all this other good stuff. But I was exposed to what we call a Monday morning sync, which was 15 minutes in this big old room with everybody on the team, and they would just make company announcements. We didn't have Loom back then. We didn't have Loom. We had to gather together. We had to gather around the table. And so that's what we did. We had probably about like 60 or so people that were at the HQ site that we were at, maybe a few people that were, remote. But yeah, they would just do company announcements. And this, my friends, would have been super, super good to have, because therefore we wouldn't necessarily have to, go and, have this meeting. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. I'm going to go over to, I'm going to go over to my folder, my library, that is. And I'm going to show you an announcement. Let's go. We're going to share this tab. Okay. So one of the things you can do inside of Loom is create folders. You can even share a whole bunch of folders. And that's good because you can send all types of videos. You can do a whole training series. You can do so much with this. I want to show you all that I made an announcement. This is, let me share this tab right here. Here's what I did. I make podcast invitations. That's what I do. I make podcast invitations. Whenever someone comes to Conversations with Ask Ash, you can go to that website, just type in Conversations with Ask, A-S-K, Ash, A-S-H.com. And go and, excuse me, go and listen to about 68 episodes. Not at once, but, pick a few. And so this is what I consider my own announcement. This is super cool. And what I love, this is mobile, by the way. This is mobile. And so I'm going to show you all the same thing that you can do. I want to remove filler words. I want to remove silences. I want to I want to edit a title. Oh, well, I guess the title's fine. And, there ain't no need to add no title. But look at this. I can still edit the transcript, y'all. And make sure, I actually love the Loom mobile app because you can do audio and you can do video. And this is super helpful because I've done it where I've done with text messages with friends and things. And sometimes I just like to talk. I love a little personal podcast by me, Ashley Schuler. So I love to, do all of that. So again, you can look at your views if you want to. You can I'm gonna remove some background noise. I can add a video thumbnail if I wanted to on here. Super helpful for announcements. And again, we know from the editing piece, you can write a message. Love that. And you can just like copy this and send it. And that's what I'll do. Or that's what I would do if I was doing it right now. So that's a really great way. Tutorials are is a good way for any project manager. If you have an announcement, hey, go ahead and record it, upload it, and send it on its way. Perfect use case, y'all. All right, y'all. Last but certainly, hey, not least, we're going to talk about knowledge management. How many of y'all know what knowledge management is? So knowledge management is this ability to capture, analyze, organize what's all up in here into a repository that's going to help you and your team members be able to understand how a particular, maybe it's an FAQ, maybe there's templates. This is a way in which information about how something is done can be put in a centralized location. I love knowledge management. I think knowledge management is critical for project managers because we are always on the go. We are executing, we're leading, we're doing all the things. And oftentimes when we go from project to project, the information goes from person to person to person, but who's documenting? And this is a huge thing. Let me tell y'all something that's going to be so critical and crucial for 2020, 2024 and beyond, is that event planners, operations professionals, project managers, we're going to have to get on the money and slow some stuff down, schedule something quarterly and say, listen, we're about to do a brain dump of how we did this event, what processes work, all these different types of things, because you never know who, what, where, when, why. Okay, so knowledge management, you can have FAQs, you can have templates, you can have PowerPoint slides, you can have risk registers, all these different types of things. So this is good. It's a quick reference, and this is what Loom can do. They can organize and tag your videos for reference and quick learning. So I want to show my tab here. And I actually want to close this out. I want to do all the things here. I want to add the filler words. I want to edit the video by we've made editing easy. 60. Listen, 61 filler words removed. Come on, somebody. It went from 9 minutes to 7 minutes and 25 seconds, which is huge. Transcript is here. Okay, we've done that. Okay. We've done all those types of things. Oh, Loom AI is not available for this video. Interesting. Oh, this is a good thing because this was made over a year ago. Okay, let's look over here. Let me go over here. Share this tab instead. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. What can we do here? Can we add some titles? Add summary? Can we add a little summary or no? AI is updating. Oh, so we would have to add it. Okay. Well, this is good to know. I was taking a different approach to this, I guess because it's a little bit older. So let me just break it down and explain, what's going on. I went and looked at a different video that I thought that I could pull from. That's okay. Let me stop sharing, and we can just walk through what Loom can do for you. So let me go, and as I talk through this with you, we will. I'm going to walk through the tags feature. So what can happen, what Loom can do is they have this ability to utilize tags. Tags can really help to organize different videos. And I think that's really important. So if you have a few different, let me save this really quickly. You can add a tag to the video. I'm going to add training. Okay. Training OKR. I'm going to add this so that you guys can see it. And yeah, I want to see this too, tutorial. I'm gonna pull up a few tutorials and see what comes up here. Lessons learned. Okay, perfect. Add a tag. PM tutorial. Oops. PM tutorial. I'm gonna do a couple tags, and then I want you guys to see it. So hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. Tutorial. Okay. Add a tag, PM tutorial. Easy. And I'm going to add a third one that has tutorial in it as well, because I want to pull this all together. So in the chat, tell me, is there something that you've learned? What have you learned today? What's something that has impressed you about Loom so far? Let me know. Let me know if there is something that has specifically inspired you. I'd love to know that. Okay, we're going to do content management system, and we'll put PM tool, chapters. Oh, no, not chapters. Tag, PM tutorial. Okay, cool. So let me know if there's something in the chat. Oh, not something in the chat. Let me know if you all have questions, comments. What has this inspired you to do? I'd love to know that. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this up. Because what I want to show you all really quickly is tutorials. Okay, so I'm going to show you all what I put on my share. Let me share this with you all. And I'm going to share this piece. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. I think this is it. Perfect. And so we're going to look here. You can search by tag. PM tutorial tag. Look at that, y'all. And guess what? You can follow this. Ooh. And this is such a cool way to be able to follow a series of videos, a series of trainings that perhaps that you want your team to keep apprised of and abreast of. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show you all that because I think that would be super, super cool. All right. Cool. LinkedIn leader said this helps take away the little tasks that really do add up throughout the day. Love it. Katima says, love the other functions you can use with Loom. Editing transcripts and video is great, and like the SOP option. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, friends, I think this really concludes everything that I wanted to cover tonight with AI for Project Managers, Part 1, Work Smarter, Not Harder, Loom Edition. Feel free to share this video to as many people as you can, your other PM friends, your other ops professionals, everyone that you can think of, because again, this really is going to help us save so much time. We got the meetings, we got the people, and we're doing everything. We're doing it all. And so this is really going to help us be more efficient. Instagram fam, what I want y'all to do, hop on to my YouTube channel, watch this video. It's only 40 minutes, a little bit longer than some of the rest of them, but thank you all as always, and we'll see you all next week. And be sure to sign up for my email listserv. I'll be talking more about some of the discoveries that I'm having, and yeah, I'd love to chat with you there too. All right, y'all, have a good one. Bye.